For some reason, everyone loves birthday cake. I asked 2 weeks ago on my Instagram, what flavor would you like me to make? Overwhelmingly cookie dough one, so that'll be the next flavor, but a close runner-up was birthday cake. And in this tiny piece of cake, there's 700 calories. Me and my roommate were just discussing, I can eat 5 or 6 of these, whew, and so can he. So, we're going to make a birthday cake ice cream that is less calories than that slice of cake, 70 grams of protein, and absolutely delicious. And I will give you a lower calorie version and a higher calorie version, and you can choose what you want to do. Both are delicious, but the mix-ins are worth it, I promise you. This is perfect timing because I'm coming up on 3K subs, if not already there, and it's been about 1 year since I started my YouTube page. Yo, what up? Again, my name is Nick, and my YouTube and Instagram channel is Exercise for Cheat Meals. So I would say it's time to celebrate and have some birthday cake protein ice cream. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let's go on this cream adventure. Let's get into it. Per usual, we will be starting with the wet ingredients. So I'm gonna add my milk. You don't have to use milk. Cashew milk's okay for new arrivals. Once you join the cream team, you will understand you can use whatever type of milk you want. Cashew milk, almond milk, silk, doesn't matter as long as you use 4 ounces of it. Greek yogurt. The Greek yogurt from Sam's Club is awesome. It's 7 servings versus the ones you get at the store that are 5, and it's like $4.50 or $3.50 for the whole thing. So if you have a Sam's Club membership, I'm sure they have the same thing at Costco. Way worth it, great deal. So we're gonna go 1 full serving, 170 grams. Now, teaspoon of vanilla. I finally got some real vanilla extract here. This one will last me forever, and I make ice creams all day, so I need it. Anything that I'm using is linked below in the description, whether it's from Amazon or bodybuilding or whatever. But I got this on Amazon. Pretty expensive for what vanilla is, but I guess there was like a fire last year or something like that, so vanilla got way more expensive. But you don't have to get this big ass thing. And so a teaspoon is 4.2 grams. If you don't have a scale like I do that has the 0.0, so I literally have it say 4.3 on here right now, you can just make it 4 grams. As long as it's 4 grams, you're good. Now, one of the most important ingredients, cake batter flavored juice, whatever, from Walmart. Every Walmart I've been to has this cake batter. I'm gonna link it in the description, but I'm sure you can go and get it for cheaper at Walmart. I think it was like $3. We're gonna use 4 grams and there's 2 ounces, so you get like 14 birthday cake shakes out of this. Well worth it, and it adds that cake batter flavor. You will have a little bit of it. I tried it without it once, but it's just not the same. You need to have the cake batter flavoring. It's fresh, I gotta open this. Come on, you little bitch ass. So about a capful is like 3.4, 3.5 grams. So typically I'll pour it in there, see where I'm at. Yeah, 3.7. So I gotta add like a drop. So I'll still add it to the cap because if you pour right in, you're gonna pour too much. Wet ingredients are in. Then I like to add the thickening agents, which the pudding has the xanthan and guar gum in it. So I'm gonna add 7 grams of vanilla pudding, fat-free. This is one of the ingredients you don't want to put too much in because then it won't have the consistency of a milkshake. It's gonna be super thick, and a lot of you guys watching like it when it's not that thick. If you like it thicker though, add more guar gum or add more Jello pudding mix. That's up to you. There we go. Oh, perfect. Just ran out of my vanilla pudding mix. Guar gum. And I am being picky on this one. I want 3.5 grams. You don't have to do 3.5 grams, but I've found that that is the best consistency. 4 grams is too thick and 3 is too like watery. I want it a little thick like a milkshake, but not too thick. So I'm doing 3.5 grams. If you don't have this scale, where you can weigh out 3.5 grams precisely. Whenever a scale is going between one number and another, so 3 to 4, it's like saying 3 and then next second it's flashing 4, you're pretty much right in the middle, 3.5, 3.6 grams. So if you do have one that is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grams, that's it. Get it when it's teetering between those 2 numbers. Then you're at 3.5 grams. Now I add about 1 gram of salt, which is essentially like a pinch of salt. This is one I want really sweet. You don't have to put as much sucralose as me, but this is birthday cake. I want that true birthday cake flavor. I want it sweet as hell. I want it to be a little more calories just to get that sweetness like an actual cake. So I'm putting 10 grams in here. 9.9, close enough. A little change up from the usual recipes. I always put 2 scoops of protein. This one we're going with 1 3/4. Whatever your serving size is, use 1 3/4. Mine is 66 grams for 2 scoops, so I'm gonna put about 58 grams of protein. And that's it. This is super simple. Love this recipe because it's easily put together. Now we just gotta add the ice, and that will be 470 grams. I'm always measuring literally by 10. So sometimes I do 500, sometimes I do 480. I've done 460. 470 gets the best consistency with me. And there's really no chunks of ice. Sometimes I get 1 chunk, but they're all like tiny little slivers. And if you let it sit for 2 to 5 minutes, the slivers go away. You mix it around, the slivers are pretty much gone. So anyone that complains about the slivers, if you wanna test it out and show me how to not get the slivers, I've tried this, I don't know, I've made hundreds of shakes by now, probably 200. I guess this counts as hundreds. But I've made a ton of shakes in many different ways to try to not have any ice in it. It's gonna have a little bit of ice. You're gonna get that full flavor, and it's gonna be good as all hell. All right, 470.6, beautiful. Now we blend for a minute. Not a minute, 10 seconds, not 50 seconds, 1 minute. Set a timer on your microwave, on your phone, count out loud, I don't care, 1 minute. Okay, bye. All right, so we're gonna give this bad boy a nice mix. You have to make sure you scrub the sides as well as you can. Sometimes there's stuff that just sticks, but really try to go from bottom to top to try to get as much ice chunks out. You have to put a little work in to get a lot of flavor out. Worth every second, I promise you. This recipe is near and dear to my heart. Birthday cake flavored things are one of my favorite tasting things that you can have. So when I was making this recipe, I went through a ton of different mix-ins and recipes and styles to try and make this the best shake that it could be. So trust me when I say mix it as much as you can bottom to top, and trust me when I say this is going to be orgasmic. You always get a little bit of idea of how it's gonna taste when you try this. The ladle or whatever special. Yes. Minute and a half. Let this thing blow up a little bit. It's kind of thin right now. It's gonna get a little bit thicker with the guar gum in there. It takes the guar gum a little while to activate. So a minute and a half. I'll see you back and we'll put in our mix-ins. Okay, bye. This consistency is exactly what you want. It's still thick, but it drips down just like a milkshake would. Literally milkshake, anabolic milkshake. This is what this is. This is what it's always gonna be. Well, who knows in like 5 years, but I'm loving the anabolic milkshakes right now. It is perfect. 0 complaints. I've literally had like 3 bad reviews and it's like, oh, chunks of ice. Oh, a little too high calorie. This is huge. Cut the recipe in half. It's really not that hard. The flavor is worth the extra like calories, especially with this one. Yeah, I have a really tough time wasting any of this. I'm going to start with our little bites. Now, Sam's Club has a steal of a deal on these little bites. It was like $8 for 20 packets. The first time I bought these, it was $5 for 4 packets or $5 for 5 packets. Skim. The hardest part about this recipe is putting the 1 extra to the side because we're not eating all 4 of these. We're having 3 of these. So what I've been doing is either eating it if I have the calories or just putting it in a Ziploc bag. And when I have 3 together, I use it. Most of the time I don't have the calories, so I don't add the extra 1 in there because I usually have my protein ice creams at the end of the day. And how I do it is I like to do ones that are really broken up, once again, so you get it in more bites. And then one of these I only break up into like 4 or 5 big pieces. So every once in a while you get that big ass chunk and you're like, wow, holy fuck, that was good. It's really almost a must, in my opinion, that you use these mix-ins. It just makes a world of difference. Yesterday though, I didn't have the calories and I just had the cake batter by itself. It was still very good. But you know, it's just taking it to that next level. It's not 1 level above, I think it's like 2 levels above. So this one, literally, I'll put like fat chunks in there. Boom. So that adds about 140 calories, 145 calories, something like that. What's a birthday cake without sprinkles? Sprinkles don't really taste like anything. It's weird. They do and they don't. If you eat them by themselves, it's just a sugar, like colored sugar essentially. But like when I get a soft serve ice cream cone and like you could dip them in sprinkles, I dip them in sprinkles and I think it's amazing. I don't know why. Flavor's just there for me, but in only 6 grams, there's 30 calories. So I'm only adding 6 grams here. I do want that true birthday cake, milkshake, ice cream look and feel. And like I said, for some reason, they taste like something, but it really doesn't. I don't know. But 6 grams, if you want to add more, add more. Let's get it. Now we're gonna mix this around and we are about ready to eat. This cake slice is about the width of the blender. So let's see, you get 1, 2, 3 cake slices for less calories, way more protein, way less sugar, way less fat. It's just a no-brainer. All right, we ready for that pour? Favorite part of the video, or at least my favorite part of the video. Get this out of the way. Perfect setting here. I want you to see the pour as close and as clear as possible. Remember, I want a milkshake, okay? I'm not trying to hold this over my head. You hold this over your head, you're gonna get it poured all over you. Here we go. It's perfect. It is perfect. Ooh, and those chunks, those aren't ice chunks, those are cake chunks. God, you are going to love this. I am so excited. This is my favorite flavor besides cookie dough and mint. Those are like my top 3. I've made 2 of the 3 now. The mint Oreo's in the books. Everyone loves that one. Now the birthday cake is in the books and you are going to love it. Full ass pitcher, birthday cake, anabolic milkshake. What more can you ask for? Another little donut piece? If you have the extra 45 calories, put it in here. Worth it. I don't even know what to say. All right, it's great. I mean, I could try it. I've eaten like 20 of these already. It's just literally perfect. Okay. See, the ice is like already melted. Like I'm not even really getting any ice whatsoever. Now, macros with the donuts. 602 calories, 10 grams of fat, 54 carbs, 70 protein. So with the mix-ins, 600 calories. Again, you can have half a pitcher, which is still a ton of cream for 300 calories and 35 grams of protein. Without the mix-ins, 430 calories, 3.5 fat, 27.5 carb, 68.5 protein. Don't got the calories, still wanna fill yourself up, have a full ass pitcher of birthday cake ice cream without that cake itself, 430 calories. Well worth it, love it. Go to Walmart, get your cake batter flavoring, get your little bites. Sam's Club has a steal of a deal, and I'm already working on an edible cookie dough by sampling other edible cookie doughs for the next milkshake, which is obviously going to be cookie dough anabolic ice cream. Yeah, I mean, I could have a whole boatload of that. This is gonna be hard as hell to do. I'm going to try my best to make it as good as possible. So this probably won't be for a few weeks, so be patient with me, but there will be other anabolic recipes coming out in the meantime. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and until next time, I will see you in that next one. Deuces.